Internet, good morning. Daybreak 748 coming back at you guys with yet again another discussion video. Today we're going to be discussing whether or not you should collect the Power Rangers Lightning Collection from Hasbro. Now, as you guys can clearly see before you, I have displayed all the Rangers and villains, I should say, that I have in my possession. Now, I'm only missing two figures, and that would be the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Gold Ranger / Armored Red Ranger 2-pack. Now, I gotta say, I am loving this line. I don't know about you guys, but as a Power Rangers fan, you guys, if you've been following this channel, you know that I've been collecting the SH Figure Arts line to its entirety. I've collected the retro line, the auto morphing, this set right here. Yeah, I grew up with this crap and I collect them all. I collected all of the Bandai crap. I mean, you name it, I collect a lot of the Power Rangers action figure, I guess, lines. And I gotta say, this line in particular by Hasbro, my God, they are doing something very, very special. Now, you might be like, Daybreak, how can you say that after you've collected the SH Figure Arts line? Isn't that the end-all, be-all when it comes to the Power Rangers, I guess, franchise, when it comes to action figures? Well, here's the thing. The SH Figure Arts line is fantastic. I'm not gonna lie about that. But they stopped producing figures. End of story. And that's a big no-no on my part. I just don't like that at all. I love when companies constantly keep giving us and fulfilling the, I guess, the collector's dream of owning maybe someday the whole cast of Rangers / villains, etc., etc., etc. Now, this Hasbro line, I can see Hasbro, and I have full faith in Hasbro that they will do so. As you guys can see, Hasbro is not doing what Bandai did. Bandai had this, I guess, mentality of only giving us one team at a time. And if they were going to give us another team, it was always going to be the Mighty Morphin team repackaged because they were trying to hit that audience. Now, personally, I do love my Mighty Morphin lineup because that's who I grew up with. That's what got me into Power Rangers / Super Sentai. But I know that there's other awesome teams out there, like Lost Galaxy, like SPD, like Turbo, like In Space. I mean, my God, Mystic Force. There's so many other awesome designs out there that I would love to see in action figure form. And unfortunately, like I said, the SH Figure Arts, yeah, they did a great job giving us a lot of different teams, but they stopped. Hasbro is known to be very, very, I guess, abundant. I guess, I don't know, I guess they are the type of people who are gonna give us every single character you can pretty much think of. And you kind of see that, I guess, that objective right here, even in this picture. You have Lost Galaxy Red Ranger. You have Mighty Morphin. You have Dino Charge. You have a comic book character, Lord Dracon. Psycho Rangers right in the back. You have the Putty Patrol, who are villains. You have Goldar, a fantastic Goldar, mind you, and an even more fantastic Lord Zed. This is what you're getting yourselves into when you join the, I guess, Power Rangers Lightning Collection fandom. Now, pros. I've been telling you the pros. They are giving us crazy amounts of characters and they're not slowing down. We have Trini, the Yellow Ranger from MMPR Season 1 coming out very soon. We have, I think it's SPD Red, and we have a ton. I'm losing track. But yeah, we have constant flow of these awesome characters, and I can see this line flourishing in that sense. You also see that they have their freaking weapons, people. Yes, they have freaking weapons, and they also come with awesome accessories, interchangeable hands, for the price point of about $20. Some places are like $22, $24, but if you get them at, for example, Walgreens or Target or Walmart, they should be around $20. Now, something that I want to just mention to you guys when it comes to collecting this line, don't jump the gun. Oftentimes, people who collect, they get too trigger happy and they're like, oh my God, I need to get this figure now. These figures, you will find them. I promise you. All of these figures that I've picked up, I've not bought from the secondary market, AKA Amazon, eBay, stuff like that. I found them in the wild. I found them on GameStop. I found them at Walgreens. I found them at Target. Now, the first month of release, yeah, they're gonna be like scarce, but don't pay scalper prices for these, especially the GameStop exclusives like the Psycho Blue, the Goldar, especially that Goldar. A lot of people jumped the gun. Even the Armored Black Ranger right here, they jumped the gun and they paid for it. Had to pay an arm and a leg for it. Some people paid over $60 to $70 for those figures. And now, if you go to a GameStop, I could find them easily. The Psycho Blue Ranger, the Armored Black Ranger, these things are just flooding the market. Goldar, if you need a Goldar, I got you. I can find a Goldar. It's going to be abundant. So do not freak out. Oftentimes collectors, they freak out over the littlest of things. I guarantee you, you will get your hands on them. Now, with that said, let's keep going. So we get fully painted weapons. You get their main weapon and you get their sidearm. Looking great. Now, there are obviously defects, but for the most part, articulation, you get everything. Double jointed elbows. You have the bicep swivel, fully functional arms, butterfly joints that are but you still have them. The head can move wherever you need it to. Can't really look up, but that's cool. It does the job. He has a upper diaphragm joint, a waist swivel. He has the ab crunch, which is all right. It does pretty good going forward. Backwards does an even better job. When it comes to the legs, you can see it. This figure has all the articulation you could want. This figure has all of the accessories you could want. The paint is there where it needs to be. This is what you're signing up for when it comes to the Hasbro Lightning Collection. Now, the cons. Unfortunately, with all figure lines, there's some cons to them. And for this particular line, it's not any different. You are going to have some paint defects, such as, let me show you some paint defects. So my Psycho Blue, unfortunately, if you take a look, it's missing a chunk of black paint right there. Or it smudged off and the blue is seeping through. I mean, for a $20 figure, it's gonna happen. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. I don't care what line you collect. I don't care how great you think it is. There will always be defects no matter what. Even the SH Figure Arts line, they have defects, loose joints, I don't know, paint missing, wrong, I guess, joints or parts put on certain areas. You're gonna have that. So what I would recommend to kind of nullify that is, like, once again, try to find it in the wild. So at least you can look at the packaging, look inside the open display window and see whether or not you can see any of those defects like I've mentioned. Now, the Psycho Blue, I knew that it was missing paint on top of its head, but I saw it in the wild and I was like, you know what? I want to pick it up because I want it in my collection, and that top of the head, I could just easily paint that over. So I picked it up and I don't regret it. The Goldar right there, he looks freaking magnificent. However, he does have some loose joints. Sculpting, fantastic. Accessories, he has his sword, he has, the wings are really not his accessories, but yeah, you have to attach it, so it looks great. Look at that sculpt. But it does have, like I said, some loose joints. So, loose joints, some paint mishaps, missing paint, etc. Those are all forgivable for $20. I mean, honestly, look at what you're getting yourself into. The sculpt, the articulation, the fun factor when it comes to army building, and the villains that we're getting. Hasbro is listening to their fans, and I think they're doing a pretty awesome job. So, do you think, or should you collect this line if you guys are a Power Rangers fan? And if you guys are on the fence, the answer is hell yes. Don't even second guess yourself. Just go out there, pick up, for example, a Lord Zed figure, pick up, I don't know, any of your favorite Rangers and try playing with them. And you're gonna see that you're gonna have a ton of fun. These figures are fun. These figures are affordable. These figures look amazing together. This is definitely a must get if you guys are a Power Rangers / action figure fan. So with that said, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to stop by and watch this video. If you like what you saw, leave a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, check out my other videos. Maybe you might like it. If so, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. And yeah, leave in the comment section down below if you are collecting this line and what your thoughts are. And let's have a discussion. And with that said, this is Daybreak 748 and I am signing out. Peace.